Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got what I think might just be the new meta attack in the game. It's Queen Charge Lalo. Alright guys, before we hop into the video, just real quick, want to let you guys know if you do want to support me in-game with the update dropping soon, there's going to be some special offers. If you want to buy gems, anything like that, make sure you go into your settings, into more settings, scroll all the way down, and where you see creator boost code, make sure you type in Lexnos if you want to support me, guys. It really does mean a lot. It makes a huge difference, helps me out a ton, so please go ahead and do that if you want to support me. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and jump into some of the attacks today. Alright guys, so I recently just started practicing Queen Charge Lalo again here at Town Hall 13. With the new update coming out, some of the changes that they're making, honestly, I think Queen Charge Lalo is going to be pretty strong. So we're practicing it here today in Legends League. I already got 4 triples. I'm 4 for 6 so far today. We'll see how well I can do with the last 2 attacks later. But let's go ahead and check out these attacks that I have done so far today, see why they're working so well. And guys, the update hasn't even dropped yet. I don't even have the new troop yet. The new Headhunter, I think, is going to make Queen Charge Lalo even easier because you'll be able to sneak in that Headhunter behind your queen as she's about to fight enemy heroes, and you won't even have to rage, you won't even have to freeze through the enemy heroes. It's going to help a ton. So I think Queen Charge Lalo, or really any Queen Charge attacks, are getting a slight buff in the new update with the Headhunter. But anyways, let's go ahead and see how I'm taking out some of these popular ugly ring bases you guys see in Legends League with the Queen Charge Lalo here today. If you guys want to see me do this on some anti 3-star bases, some war attacks later on as soon as the update drops, let me know and I can make a video about Queen Charge Lalo after the update with the new Headhunter. I think I might do that anyway because I think it's going to be pretty powerful. But let's go ahead and check out how I'm hitting this base right here. Start off my queen over at 730, let her decide which way she's going to walk. As soon as I see she's going up, I'm going to wall break, use the Yeti to funnel. I could have used the king, but I have a Yeti and a king in my Legends League army just so I can make sure I can always funnel the queen so she can go wherever I want her to. So at this point, I mean, it's a classic ring base. I'm just going to let the queen walk around the entire base, get as much value as she can, and then I'm going to try to get my Lalo into the core. Pretty similar to what we've done with the hybrid in the past, just slightly different here because of course it is air. So I'm going to use my other wall breaker and my king over at 6 with the Royal Champ, and I'm going to freeze that Inferno. I just want them to get a bunch of these defenses out of the way. That way I can send my Lalo straight to the core in between both heroes. There is a triple ice golem in the CC that my Royal Champ's going to get stuck on here for a while. She actually tries to skip it here. Shoot. Yeah, she's going to skip it. Had to pop my queen ability for the enemy king there. Scatter shots hitting my healers. It's going to kill all of them, which is sad, but it's alright. We're just going to send almost the entire Lalo to the core here. This one's going to be really straightforward. Not going to mess around with some high-level Lalo pathing or anything like that. Just going to freeze the Scattershot, Town Hall, and Inferno, rage everything up in the core, pop the Warden ability, keep on freezing because there's so much damage there in the core with all the Scattershots, the Town Hall, the Infernos, the Expos, the Eagle, everything, the Sweepers. So you got to make sure you pop your Warden ability, use those freezes just like that, and I'm going to get through the core here. Everything's going to go down, and we do have that Royal Champ on the back end, but I still have 6 loons and a bunch of minions to use wherever I want as well. Everything pushing through the core. I am using a dragon and 5 balloons in my CC right now. I think that's been the most versatile. Usually taking a stone slammer, but I can switch to a blimp on the fly if I need to. So there go the rest of the loons and the minions to help support on the top side, and then everything's going to go meet up on this Royal Champ over here. As soon as all the minions lock onto her, I think I'm going to drop the freeze. Yep, right there goes the freeze for the Royal Champ, just so the minions can get through her. Don't even have to worry about it. King's still on the outside, getting all the trash out of the way, and that's going to be a triple right there. So we'll go ahead and fast forward as the rest is just clean up, and then we're going to back out and go ahead and check out the next replay. Alright guys, here's the next one that I tripled here. This is one that I have shown before how to beat with hybrid, but this time we're doing it with the Queen Charge Lalo, and honestly the charge didn't even go as good as I wanted it to, and we still got it. So it's just going to show you how powerful Queen Charge Lalo is if you use it correctly. It is definitely a little harder to execute than hybrid, so it does take some practice, but I really recommend practicing it. So we're going to start the queen over here, and the whole goal on this attack, I'm going to use the king and the Yeti at 6 o'clock because I want to get my queen into this compartment here. Oops. I drew that wrong. So notice there, the wall breaker went to the wrong section. I want a wall break here, and I wanted a wall break again here. That way queen could eventually step in here and reach the Inferno and both scatter shots. That's what you want. But I accidentally dropped the first wall breaker too far to the right, and it went for this wizard tower. So I only got 1 wall breaker left, which means I can only wall break here, and queen's not going to be able to reach the sweepers the Inferno or the scatter shot. So normally if you can get your queen into this compartment, it's GG. The base is absolutely wrecked if you can keep her alive, because she can get so much value. But I'm not going to be able to do that, so the charge, like I said before, not going to get as much value as I wanted, but we're still going to get the triple here. So I'm going to get queen to go into that compartment. King's walking on the outside, making a nice funnel. Queen's going to fight the enemy row of champ, so I'm going to freeze her and the Expo together. And then I'm going to drop a rage here pretty soon just to keep queen going. That warden platform is going to do a lot of damage to her eventually. And then the CC is going to come out as well, and I need her to take that out. So there goes the aggressive rage so that she can get through the warden before the CC gets to her. And it's timed pretty nicely there. She's going to start working on the eagle as well. Luckily, the Inferno is not in range of the healers yet while she's working on the CC. She can take that out. And then I'm going to Lalo from this right side because I want to make sure I get that Town Hall down. You don't want to get a 1-star in Legends League. It really sucks when you do that. So I'm going to start with the Stone Slammer over on the Wizard Tower right there. And then now I notice that my queen is going to die. Here's the important part. Sometimes a lot of people, a lot of the pros, you see them using the RC, the row of champ right here, to funnel the queen into the base. I'm trying not to do that, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to, as soon as my queen dies, let the healers switch off to the row of champ. So I want to use the row of champ at an angle to where the healers will fly and not die. So if I drop the row of champ like over here or something, the healers are going to fly across the map this way, and they're just going to get absolutely melted by the scatter shots and by the Inferno, and the healers are going to get no more use. But if I use the row of champ over here, let's say with the Lalo, the healers are going to switch off to the row of champ, and they're going to keep her alive, and she's going to do a little row of champ charge with the Lalo, with the warden, and it's going to get some really good value. So watch here exactly how it's going to work. The row of champ all of a sudden has 4 healers, sending in the Lalo from the top side, early freeze there on the Inferno and the AD. There goes the warden, some minions for cleanup, everything pushing in. Dragon comes out of my CC. I'm going to freeze the Inferno and the what's it called, scatter shot here, rage everything up, pushing through the core. That RC with healers on her, and the healers are even in the rage. I mean, just getting a ton of value here. The Town Hall is going to get activated because we hit 50%. Pop the warden ability, that catches everything. Some more loons from the top side. Those are the rest of my loons. Still have another haste to use, and that RC in, and I got her in the warden ability as well, so she's still at full health, pushing through the whole base with healers here. The Lalo pushing through. The Dragon's going to get distracted on the King, the Warden too. And honestly, without that healer swap onto the RC, this wouldn't have worked out. So that's what I really recommend you guys to start trying, is this RC charge after your queen dies, after the queen charge. It's working out pretty well for me right now. We'll go ahead and check out a couple more attacks after this one. At this point, the RC goes down because the Warden wasn't keeping up with her, but we still have enough loons to get through it, and a Dragon on the backside as well. So I'll go ahead and fast forward. The rest is just clean up here. The Warden tanking those Tesla and the Archer Towers right there. But this one's going to be a triple. Nice little queen charge Lalo. Even though the queen charge did not go that well, she died pretty early, we were still able to switch the healers off to the row of champ, get some really good value there, and Lalo through the rest of the base, and it worked out pretty well. Take note of the spells that I'm taking as well. I've been doing 3 rages, 4 freezes, 2 haste, and 1 poison. It's been working out pretty well for me. Sometimes I feel like I need another rage, but since I have so many freezes, I can just use freezes to keep the queen alive if I need to as well. So you don't really need 4 rages. If you use them correctly, you should be able to get away with just 3. But let's go ahead and jump straight into the next attack. Alright guys, here's the next base. I'm going to show you yet again another pretty popular Legends base here. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I'm going to charge the bottom side. In the future though, once the Headhunter comes out and you guys are using you know, level 3 or a max Headhunter, you can charge the heroes pretty easily. You just drop your queen, your healers, rage, and a Headhunter right there, and boom, the Headhunter with her, he's going to have the slow effect on the enemy heroes, and you're going to be able to charge the heroes no problem at all, as long as you can get through the scatter shots as well. So these bases like this, these Legend League bases with the heroes on the outside, they're not going to be meta anymore after the new update, and it's going to be easy to triple bases like on the first couple days that the new update drops. If you have that max level Headhunter and you start bringing like 1 or 2 in your army comp, it's going to be worth it. So I really recommend bringing those new Headhunters if you can unlock them on the first day. But let's go ahead and check out this one right here. I'm going to charge the eagle here, and honestly, I'm going to charge like the entire base. I'm going to get a ton of value from this charge, so let's see how I do it. I'm going to start off by dropping my queen over here on the bottom right side. Go ahead and fast forward until I drop her. There she goes with the healers on the left, Yeti on the right, because I want the queen to walk over to the left here. That's the whole goal. I want to charge the eagle. So I'm going to drop my king to funnel this left side. I want the king to get all these trash buildings right here because I want my queen to make sure she's going to go in for the eagle just like that. So I'm going to get ready with the first wall break here in just a little bit. I'm going to see if I can wall break here. Even though there's a hole in the wall, I think I can still get it because there's more than 14 walls there. There goes the wall breaker right on the wizard tower. He's going to target it just like I wanted. Wizard gets the Tesla, queen gets the AD, and she should go up and in now, so I can wall break again on the eagle. That way queen can eventually reach this Inferno tower and all these expos and the AD up top in the core. There goes my first rage. Wall breaker is successful. I'm going to have to use a freeze because there is a single target Inferno. So freeze to keep the queen alive. She's going to get that archer tower, step in for the Inferno, and at this point the pathing is looking really nice because at this point I know queen's going to keep on going inside. She's going to get this defense, this defense, this defense, and the AD, and once this AD goes down, the pathing for the loons is perfect either from the right side or the left. If I go from the left, I can just path them like that and they have nowhere to go but straight toward the town hall. So this is a little risky because if your queen dies early, it's going to be hard to secure the 2-star. But since the queen charge went perfectly, I know I can start opposite side of the town hall and still get it down. But then we have to worry about all this crap on the right side. And I'm like, on this one, I'm just going to use my RC and a free spell. And she'll be able to get all this stuff down. Pretty much every single defense on this side, the RC can handle by herself, which is exactly what I'm going to do here. So queen getting through that Inferno, she's going to go up and get this Expo, Wizard Tower, Cannon, AD, and then eventually we'll see if I can keep her alive or not because there are these single target Infernos that can hit her over the wall and she cannot reach them unless she gets through a wall. So there goes the RC on the right side, and I'm going to go ahead and use a minion at 3 as well just to help clean up faster. And then queen's going to step up. She's actually going to be able to reach this AD as well, which is going to help a little bit. So I'm going to pop her ability. She's going to get through the wall as well and go target the single target Inferno. There's no more ADs because the Royal Champ got the other one. And I popped her ability already. She's going to get that Inferno Tower down and then get those Skellies out of the way. Queen's going to get this Inferno Tower. And now all the defenses, I mean, look at this. I basically got all of this down before I even started the Lalo. Like, the Lalo didn't even get any of that. So I got almost the entire base with the queen charge and the Royal Champ. And then we're just going to Lalo around the base like this. Just like that. Boom. Around the base. Go get the town hall. And then we're pretty much done. We do have to end on the CC and the enemy heroes, which is a little sketchy. So I wanted to make sure I save this blimp. And I'm going to use it really late. There it goes behind the warden and the loon, so it should be able to get to the town hall. I'm going to rage up the queen and the healers again so she can deal with the CC, but then the baby dragon and the witch actually target my loon, so I'm going to poison up high for them. So that last rage, or that rage I used there was kind of a waste. I'm going to have to use my last rage over the town hall. There goes the warden ability to make sure the blimp gets all the way to the town hall, and then I'm going to rage everything up, but then we hit a tornado trap, and I'm like, ooh, that's kind of scary, but the blimp luckily doesn't hit any seeking air mines. I'm going to keep freezing that town hall and the scatter shot on the back end. Town hall goes down. Luckily, all the loons survived. One more freeze for that last scatter shot. A haste over it. The dragon from my CC killed the queen, and it's going to do some damage to the Royal Champ here. Not quite going to take her out, but we got so many loons up. The warden's up. The queen is still up. She's going to be able to finish off that Royal Champ along with some of my minions. And the base is just wrecked. So that's how you do it right there on this base, guys. That's how you queen charge Lalo the crap out of it. Anyway, that's going to be a nice one, and we still had plenty of time. I think there was like 15 seconds to spare or something. So we'll go ahead and fast forward through some of that cleanup. The queen stayed alive. She went around, got the entire base. Really nice queen charge right there. But we'll go ahead and check out another replay real quick. Alright guys, here's the fourth and final base we're going to be looking at today in this video. This one's a little bit uncommon. I've never seen this one before. Not sure if you guys have. But I'm going to show you guys how I beat it here. One thing I noticed is the town hall is not like way on the outside of the base like some bases are. It's kind of in the middle. So I'm like, okay, if I can just cut some pathing in the core by wrapping around like that with my queen charge, then I can just Lalo the town hall. So what I really want to do here is I want to charge the eagle. I picked the top side just because, I don't know, the base is kind of symmetric. Or actually, no, I picked the top side because I want to use the king on the outside to funnel and get the enemy queen. That's why I chose that. So I wanted to walk here, go in for the eagle, but then you're like, okay, there's the single target Inferno here. How do you deal with that? That's what I'm going to use my Royal Champ for on this one. So on this one, I am going to use my Royal Champ to funnel early for the queen charge. So the Royal Champ really versatile in this attack. You can kind of use her in so many different ways with Queen Charge Lalo. You can use her early to funnel for the queen. You can use her late if you think the queen's going to die, so that way you can get the healer swap. It just really depends on what you think is going to happen with your Queen Charge and where you need her. So let's go ahead and zoom in, take a look at how I do this early on. I'm going to start off with the Queen and the Royal Champ right away. Some Tesla pops, some Skelly Traps pops. So I'm going to have to use a couple freezes just to actually get through that Inferno Tower. Let's see. I always take forever to start the actual attack. There we go. Starting off with the Queen to distract the cannon, and then the RC to get that baby archer tower and the Inferno. I freeze the cannon and the Inferno, but then a Skelly Trap pops. Pop the RC ability early. She gets that archer tower, which means if she can stay alive, get through that Inferno. I freeze again just to make sure she does. She's also going to get the AD on the bottom side here. This AD right here, and or I don't think she goes for the more. I think she's going to start working on the Eagle. But then I need to wall break. I need to funnel the top side to make sure my Queen's going to go in. So I'm going to use the King and the Yeti on the top side. There goes the wall break. King, Yeti down. Now I want my King to get all the way around and kill the enemy Queen here. That's his goal at this point. That way we don't have to worry about that with the Lalo. Queen's going to step up, get the Eagle here, and just keep walking around this little ring and get a ton of value for me. She can get all these defenses here. She can get this Inferno Tower and some more defenses down here. But first she has to deal with the CC. It's going to take her about 4 months to get through that Lava Hound. It takes her forever. King got all the way to that enemy Queen, but that Scatter Shot is still alive on the top side. So I'm thinking, okay, that Scatter Shot eventually is going to be hitting my Queen. So I'm probably going to start the Lalo there with my Stone Slammer, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Keep using some spells on my Queen to keep her alive. There goes the Stone Slammer on the top side for that Scatter Shot, because I want to get it down so that way the Queen stays alive and she can keep getting value by wrapping all the way around this ring here and get all these defenses, including this Inferno Tower. That's the big thing. I really want her to get that multi-target Inferno Tower so I don't have to worry about it with the Lalo. So here we go, sending in the rest of the troops now to support that Stone Slammer, everything heading in toward the Town Hall. The rest of my loons over at 9. Pop the Queen ability, she gets that Inferno Tower down. Freeze the Town Hall, even though it's not activated yet. Haste the left side so they can cut off the funnel for the main group to push through the core, just like that. So we freeze the Town Hall once it's activated with that air defense. Pop the Warden ability there because of the Giga Bomb. Queen goes down, and I don't have anything to drag the healers with. I actually do have the Super Wall Breaker that I could have used to pull the healers this way over the Scatter Shot, and I really should have, but I didn't notice it on the fly. Haste on the back end, that's my last spell. Ton of loons alive. They're going to get that Scatter Shot down. Now there is a Royal Champ here on the back end, but I still have a Dragon in my Stone Slammer, so I can manually pop that Stone Slammer so the Dragon can deal with her, which is exactly what I do here. But the Dragon targets the King instead of the Royal Champ, and I was like, no! So damn, that kind of sucked, but the Royal Champ's still going to go down here eventually. She's going to take out my Dragon and my Warden, but I have like 1.5 million loons still alive, and they're going to be able to one-shot the Royal Champ here in just a minute, and I'm still going to have plenty of time for cleanup. So bam, they're just going to absolutely destroy her right there. Boom, she goes down, and then the minions are going to be able to clean up the rest of the base here along with the loons, so we'll go ahead and fast forward through it. But that's all I got for you guys today. The Queen Charge Lalo is working really well for me right now. I'm starting to get back into it, practicing it a lot, doing a lot of FCs. I'm really enjoying it. It feels like back when I used to do Queen Charge Lalo every day as a Town Hall 12. So I'm really liking it. I'm going to do it a lot more often. Let me know if you guys think I should as well. And when the update drops, I'm definitely going to be using the new Headhunter in my spell comp. And I'll probably make another video about that once we figure out the exact army comp to use in Legends League with the new Headhunter for Queen Charge Lalo. So let me know what you guys are thinking down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.